Hi everyone, welcome to Berlin School of Business and Innovation Pre-enrolment Webinar. My warm welcome to each one of you. I know we have students, we have prospects joining in from different parts of the world. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're in. Please make the most out of this webinar. This webinar would be talking to you about BSBI. Why do you choose BSBI? And how can we cater your needs to ensure we meet your career aspiration, right? So good to see there are quite a few people joining. I will just give one more minute before I kick off, and then I would like to run you through the presentation. Great. I'll go ahead and kick off now. Thank you for joining in. My name is Deepak Hinduja. I'm the Associate Director for Student Recruitment at BSBI. I have a full-fledged direct sales team. We have program consultants who have student recruitment advisors, which would go ahead and cater your needs and basically, understand what is your requirement and maybe, go ahead and, basically understand your career aspirations, which course suits you, and how is BSBI a right fit for you. During this webinar, I would just like to say the whole purpose of this webinar is to facilitate our students, our prospects. So feel free to ask questions whenever you have. There is a chat option. You can drop in your questions, and I'm happy to pick up the questions once I'm done with the presentation. So do not hesitate. This is your time. We are here to serve you. Go ahead and ask us questions. So with this, I would like to go ahead and move to the next slide. The agenda of this whole webinar is, why is BSBI a right choice for you? I'm going to talk to you about our academic partners and members, what kind of payment plans that we provide to our students, key information for applicants, advice to students, and then I'm happy to pick up the question and answers that you may have after this session. Now, before I get into the agenda, I would want to basically bring this out to each one of you who have joined this webinar. At BSBI, we don't charge you anything for application. Our application, to process an application for any student across the globe at BSBI is absolutely free of cost, right? So we don't charge you anything. And my strong recommendation to you is, you're interested in us, our website at BSBI is very well designed. It's extremely student friendly. So I would encourage you to go through our website. That's actually a knowledge hub. Whatever information that you require for our website, it's all available. Whether you want to do a bachelor's program, whether you want to do a master's program, or whether you want to do a doctorate program, we have all under one roof. At BSBI, our student experience is a top priority. So I would encourage all the people who have enrolled for this webinar to go ahead, go through our website, and application is absolutely free of cost. And student experience is a top priority at BSBI. So this is the agenda, which I'm going to discuss one by one. So let me go ahead and move on to the next slide. I can see questions pouring in. Great. Please go ahead and start asking your questions if at all you may have. It might be related to the agenda. It might not be related to the agenda as well, but any questions, I'm happy to take it up. Now, the very first point, why choose BSBI? We do understand the need of a student. We do understand that every student, for the education purposes, require the diversity, require the learning experience. And today, I as an associate director of BSBI, I'm very happy to let you know the kind of diversity that BSBI offers you. It's extremely immense. You get students from 97 different nationalities across the globe. As on today, all our students basically there are 25 European nationalities, 14 North and South American nationalities, 30 Asia Pacific nationalities, and 28 African nationalities. We have been providing service to our students for about 4 years now. Our vision is to provide quality education at affordable prices. When I say affordable prices, it is just not about pocket friendly. We also give the kind of installment payment plan that we give to our students for master's and bachelor's program is extremely attractive. Now, the reason why you choose BSBI is for the kind of multicultural students we have, the kind of diversity that we provide to our students is way superior. And this is what one of the reasons we tell you to choose BSBI is the kind of experience, the kind of education programs, the kind of portfolios, the kind of classroom exercises that we have is absolutely top notch. Our faculties are one of the best in the industries. And just imagine if you as a student are getting to learn with so many different people from different parts of the world, the learning is going to be immense. So as BSBI, we are one big family coming from different parts of the globe. I will move on to the next slide now. Great. These are certain points which I would like to highlight to you. Why choose BSBI? It's very self-explanatory. Our academic support, our workshops, our exercises, our seminars are basically focusing on the skill enrichment of the student. We have a lot of practical and theoretical exercises which enhances our student knowledge, ensure we give the best possible academic support, basically to go ahead and provide to our students. We have practical, we have in class, we have Harvard referencing, we have there's a lot of hybrid kind of a learning which is there, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy your classes. The second point, the reason why I say why to choose BSBI is we do understand you want to go to Germany, live that German life, have that experience, get a campus placement, and ensure you land up with the job. At BSBI, we have a very strong industrial connection. We provide internships. We have extensive company partnerships with the top brand, which will allow our students get access work experience and ensure there's a full opportunity at BSBI. Our campus placement rate is extremely phenomenal. We have a full-fledged career counselor team, which is there on the campus to assist our students with part-time and full-time employment. As I mentioned to you all earlier, one of the top priorities at BSBI is to give our students the best possible experience. While I'm from the student recruitment team and I head the student recruitment team at BSBI, I should mention a student support services team is extremely strong at BSBI. If you ask me to basically look at BSBI, I would say it's all under one roof. We ensure we cater your needs. We ensure there is someone to support you all at any given point in time. I do realize coming from your origin country, moving to Germany can be tedious. It can be haunting. But today at BSBI, we hold your hand, we hold students' hand right from the time we process an application till the time the offer is released. Once the offer is released, based on the admission criteria, once you're eligible, you have to pay a minimum deposit. Once you pay a deposit, there's a process of getting on board. This is where student support services basically go ahead and come into picture. We have an accommodation team, we have a visa team, we have a travel booking team, which would help you at every stage, at every step of your journey at BSBI. I just want to go ahead and spend a quick couple of minutes about student journey while I talk to you about the student support services. As I mentioned to you, at BSBI, we don't charge you anything for an application. Everything for processing your application is online. So I would strongly suggest you to go ahead, look at our website, see which course suits you, which course is as per your requirement, your previous experience, your previous study background. Go ahead, choose the course. Go ahead, process your application. It's absolutely of no cost. Your application would be handled by a dedicated student recruitment advisor You would be getting a phone call. If there are any documents which are incomplete, they will go ahead, they will call you. They would say, these are the documents, or these are the set of documents which you have submitted. We would require a couple of more documents. Once they review the profile, it is submitted to our admissions team. Our admission team would go through the documents, go through the required criteria. If you meet the criteria, you would be getting an unconditional offer letter from BSBI. Once you get the offer letter from BSBI, we charge you a minimum deposit of only 2,000 euros to get you on board. Once you pay us a deposit, you get to a deposit paid student. Post that, from the student recruitment team, your file is transferred to the student support officer. That is where they welcome you to BSBI. They understand which is your origin country. They help you with fixing a visa appointment. They look at your documents for filing your visa for your student visa for Germany. They prepare you for mock interviews. Then, once your visa mock interviews are done, you give your interview for your visa, get the German embassy stamped, and then you're good to fly to Berlin. And once you're in campus, we have a full-fledged team. Now, we have an accommodation team. Once you get the visa, before you're flying to Germany, if you want accommodation services, we do provide it. So it's a complete end-to-end service that we are very particular of enhancing a student experience at BSBI. Okay, so this was more to do with the complete student journey, right from application to a deposit, from a deposit to an enrollment, and that's how it is. I will move on to the next point, which is called as student engagement activities. We at BSBI are extremely focused, and we believe in engaging our students, which should help them to grow in their personal growth and development. It's always a two-way approach. At our campus, we have an open door policy. If anybody needs any support, talking to faculties, talking to finance team, talking to accommodation team, we will always have someone in the campus who's always going to assist you. Like for an example, like I told you a while ago, moving from your country to Germany might be really tedious, but we are here to support you with accommodation. While studying, I understand that you want to do work. I understand that you want to have internship. We will let you do that. And at the same time, we provide affordable courses, and you don't have to pay the fees all at one go. We have super attractive, extremely attractive installment payment plan options where you can pay us your fees in payment plan options, right? Apart from that, the last point is online learning. We all knew that last couple of years have been extremely tough for across the globe in whichever country we have. COVID has been the new norm, has changed the way we live our life. So at BSBI, we do encourage online learning. We are fully operational and able to provide services to the students, both in their home countries and in Germany. So this model is very interesting at BSBI, and this is what sets us apart from the rest of the German market. For an example, like I just finished my May intake yesterday, we got a phenomenal response. All the students have enrolled, but they were students who were going ahead and waiting for visa. So they have started the courses online, and the visa is under process. Some of them have given interviews, some of them are waiting for the visas to be stamped, some of them are yet to file the application. But the best part is we don't let them, you don't have to waste your time and wait for ensure the visa gets stamped. You can start the intake, you can start the curriculum with the online, and once your visa is stamped, you can get onto the campus and start continuing with classes. This kind of a model is called as hybrid model. So you start online, and at the same time, as soon as your visa gets stamped, you can go ahead and take the classes on campus. Not to forget, your post-study visa is still applicable for Germany. Any student would be eligible for a post-study visa once they complete the degree, and this would not affect during the online learning bit. So I'm able to confirm to you, we have an intake coming in July, we have an intake coming in October for all the courses. I would encourage you to go through the website. I just closed my May intake yesterday. We have got a phenomenal response. So don't worry about your visa getting stamped. Oh, my visa is not stamped, then I'm not sure if I'll get the visa or no, should I process my application or no. It has got nothing to do with it. Please start processing your application. Take the first step. Let's move ahead. See if you get the offer letter from the admissions. Processing the application is absolutely free of cost. Great. I will move on to the next slide now. This slide is very self-explanatory, but I would like to put it up in my own words. Today, Germany is one of the most innovative countries of the world, right? And our campus is in Berlin. And today, Berlin is the startup capital in Europe. It's one of those cities which have major startup companies. It's a beautiful city to live in. I do understand any student coming to BSBI wants to enjoy the student life, at the same time work while studying, and also see the city and maybe find a permanent job once they complete a degree. So Berlin as a city has a beautiful historical landmarks, has a great nightlife, extremely affordable living versus the other cities or other capitals in Europe, right? And let me tell you, the employment rate in Germany is extremely good. Startups are coming up, industries are expanding. So it's one of the most desired places to live in and enjoy your student life and get a job as well. Okay, so there's no major reason, or that should not be a difficult choice. You choosing Germany, you choosing Berlin versus any other part of the world. It's one of the top locations that student would go ahead and choose it. Pre-enrollment services, as I mentioned, at BSBI, application is free. Likewise, we don't charge you anything for pre-enrollment support services. Affordable programs, our pricings are one of the best in the market, or rather the best in the market. We ensure that we go ahead and we give pocket-friendly fee patterns. We ensure that we make quality education affordable. And just to let you know, we are tied up with banks. We are most of our students avail loan as well. So go ahead, and if you want to take an education loan, we are happy to support you on that. We can advise you on that, and that's how it is. But currently, to process an application, you don't have to pay anything. The deposit fee is 2,000, but before that, you would have to submit the documents. Once you clear the admission criteria, you would be getting an offer letter. It's only when you meet an admission criteria. So fingers crossed, all applications which come through, they have to meet the admission criteria and go ahead and do it. Learn German. It's very clear. Let me clarify with you. If you want to move to Germany and if you think you need to know German language is a must, it's not. Most of our students talk English at campus. Everyone talks English. Our faculties teach lessons in English. So as far as you're good and fluent in English, that is what is the requirement. And at the same time, along with your curriculum, along with the course that you opt for, there's a free German class, basic German language skill set, which is given to you at free of cost, right? So it's good to learn different languages. It's good to speak multiple languages. So, that's how it is. So it's of no cost additional. But if you think, oh my God, I can only choose Germany, that if I speak German, that's not true at all. It's more than enough. Stand out. As at BSBI, you set yourself apart from the crowd by choosing an executive education course alongside with your study program. So there's specialization, there's everything. So you will get to know further details. Apart from the visa support, we also have told you we have a free legal support. If you need any information during the visa processing, or there are a lot of students who pursue bachelor with us, and while on the campus they go ahead and pursue masters with us post bachelor's. So there we have an on-campus support team which is basically going in and renewing your visa as well, right? So once you arrive in Germany, our legal partner will provide you the visa advice and support you, which is completely free of charge. This is extremely important from our students, because we do understand that it's a new country, you're shifting a country, it's not going to be easy. So we are here for you. That's what we try to do at BSBI. English taught, you don't have to worry if there's any language barriers. So all our programs are basically taught in English. It's not taught in Germany. It is not taught in German language. They all are taught in English. So it's just like a regular class. Now, my last point, which is very close to every student's heart, is career services. Like I said, the end motto, the end goal of the student is to go ahead, find a job. At BSBI, we have a very strong career services team, which helps you with interviews, which helps you with the right choice of the company, which helps you with enhancing your CVs, prepare you from interviews, and get you dedicated career services. So these are several reasons. Actually, there are a few top reasons of the lot which will let you choose BSBI. And for the kind of affordability we have, the kind of one-stop shop we are, I'm certain that you're making the right choice to move towards BSBI. I'll go ahead and move to the next slide now. Yes, I can see questions pouring in. Good to know that. Brilliant. How does it sound? You start your education in one part of Europe and complete your education in another country of Europe, right? So at BSBI, in fact, currently, I'm very happy to let you know, effective first week of September, we are going to move to a new campus. And we at BSBI, we have campus in Berlin, Germany. We have in Athens, which is Greece. We have Paris, which is France, and which is Hamburg in Germany. Right? So these are the campuses that we have. Beautiful cities to live in. Our campuses are extremely world-class facility. I'm sure you will fall in love with them. We have expanded our horizons, and these are the 4 campuses across Europe in 3 different countries. This is Germany, Greece, and France. In Germany, we have 2 campuses. One is Berlin, another is Hamburg. Great. I'll move on further. Great. Now, talking to our academic partners at Berlin School of Business and Education, our academic partners are also from the different part of the world. University of Creative Arts, it's basically, a 13th out of all the UK universities. As per the 2020 Guardian League, it was ranked 7th for business management and marketing. And that was basically in the League of 2021. So University of Creative Arts is a renowned name and extremely top in the kind of courses. You need to know, okay, which is UTIU itself is basically an extremely strong name in itself. We also have a Chicago-based university called the CUC, Concordia University of Chicago. There are 3 top academic partners that we have. They're extremely big on names, and we also take extremely pride at BSBI to partner with them. These are our 3 academic partners which are currently tied up with BSBI. Now, coming to the 3 concepts of BSBI, which we strongly believe here is, we basically give a lot of emphasis on enterprise, leadership, and succeed. Right? So it's very important we develop these kind of skill sets. Our programs are evolving around them, and to ensure a student gain that skill set to become innovative and focused leaders across the world, across the industry. This is very much self-explanatory about our partners and the kind of courses we offer. So with this, I would like to move on to the next slide. Payment plan. Right. As mentioned to you all earlier, at BSBI, our courses are extremely affordable and they're extremely pocket friendly. So apart from being pocket friendly, we do understand you might not be in a position to go ahead and basically go ahead and pay the complete course fee all at one go, right? So it's very clear we have different installment payment plans based on the option that you go ahead and close, which are you selecting and how it is, and go ahead and select the installment payment plan. We have a 6 months payment plan, we have a 9 months payment plan, we have a 12 months payment plan. There are various plans available. The best advice for your payment plan would be to talk to your student recruitment advisor. Just process your application. You will get a phone call. If you're confused after going to our website, which program is suitable for you, you will have a dedicated student recruitment advisor or a dedicated program consultant which will help you serve the needs, ensure you go ahead, decide the program, submit the documents. Once you submit the documents, based on the criteria that you meet with the admission team, you will go ahead and get an offer letter. Once you get an offer letter, you pay us a 2,000 euro deposit and go ahead and, once you pay us a deposit, then our SSO team, student support officers, will get you on board, help you with visa processes. During that offer letter itself, in your offer letter will be mentioned which payment plan or installment payment plan you want to opt for. We have different kind of installment payment plan. You go ahead and choose that. Now, you choose an installment payment plan. You sign the offer letter, you pay us a deposit. For an instance, you after reaching the campus, you decide to pay the fee all at one go, or you want to go ahead and amend your payment plan, you're absolutely fine to do so. We have a finance team in campus as well, who is going to help you to ensure you go ahead and cater your needs. Okay, it is very important. If at all you're taking the campus, if at all you need to keep the induction date in mind, make sure whether you're starting online or starting on campus, make sure all these preparations are done on the induction day. Right now, we have a finance team, we have a payment plan team. The email address is mentioned. Feel free to reach out to them if you have any questions. We'll be more than happy to take your questions. I will go on to the next slide now. Our new campus is extremely good. I'm not able to show you the pictures now, but maybe, very soon, maybe in the next webinar while I'll be talking to you, I'm sure you would be seeing the campuses. Yes, apart from having great prices, affordable prices, we have some great scholarship programs as well. Our scholarships vary from program to program. Our scholarship varies from student to student. It depends how strong are you on portfolio. So for undergraduate program, you have 50% scholarship for high achievers. Sorry, excuse me for that. For post-graduation programs, we have 40% discount depending on program selection, right? So these are the kind of scholarships that we offer. There are certain students who qualify for 15% and 20% as well. So we have quite a few variety of ongoing discounts and promotions, which would basically go ahead and, help you decide what's the best program and what's in your budget and what's not. I've already covered the admission process, but it's very clear. It is extremely simple. We have an online application program portal. We go ahead, complete the application online, process the documents. If you will get a call from a dedicated student recruitment advisor based on your inquiry. If the documentation is complete, what you have submitted, the student recruitment advisor will talk to you. Submit your application to admissions. If your documentation is incomplete, the student recruitment advisor would advise you to complete the documentation and then submit it to the admissions, because that will help admissions to make a quicker decision, and will help you to get a quicker offer from the admissions on that. Right? Once admissions basically go ahead and review your profile, there's an admission letter issue, which is nothing but an offer letter. That's where you decide an installment payment plan. Once you get an offer letter, you pay us a deposit. You get on board with us. The deposit would be extremely small. And post that, you apply for your student visa where necessary, whichever part of the country you require from, or whichever country you belong to, and you're good to fly once your visa is here. Great. So I am done with my presentation. All right, and I'm going to pick up the questions which are there. Just to let you know, if you need anything, this is our email ID. Reach out to us at askberlinsbi.com. If you need something, you can see people. This is our classroom. This is our students. People are enjoying the classes. So now let me go ahead and take the questions. Just a minute. I can see questions coming up. Okay, I have a question from Ayushi. Hi Ayushi, hello, I'm from India looking for an MBA HR, whether doing an MBA HR is worthy. After education, does college provide placement opportunity? Hi Ayushi, good to hear from you. Obviously, MBA is a great program. It's one of our most common selling program. If HR is your expertise and if that's your interest of, then you should definitely choose MBA HR itself, because when it comes to campus placements, when it comes to campus services, so we definitely provide campus placements for all the courses we offer. We have a full-fledged career counselor team, and that's how it is. So that should not be a problem at all. So yes, we do have placement opportunities provided to our students on campus. Now coming to MBA and HR, is the specialization worthy? Yes, it is. It is definitely, it is. All the specialization, it all depends on your interest. It all depends on what student wants to opt for. Correct. So every specialization is worthy, and HR as a specialization has a huge value in market. So it's very simple. So yes, it's a good choice. And the second part of your question, yes, we have a placement opportunity irrespective of any specialization. I hope I've answered your question, Ayushi. I'll move on to the next question. This is from Shivam. Greetings for the day. Hi, Shivam. Good hearing from you. Unfortunately, I cannot see you, but I hope I can hear you and see you as well. I appreciate you joining the webinar as well, and I hope it has helped you. Thank you for taking the time. The whole intention of having these webinars is to interact with the students, answer questions as much as possible, and it's very simple that we go ahead and answer all your questions. Your question now coming to it, is there BSBI really providing place? Yes, absolutely. We have a very strong placement team which would help you with internships as well as full-time jobs. We definitely have a very strong placement team. Guys, I do understand that students go ahead, their primary criteria is to go ahead and get their jobs. So we have a very strong campus placement team. Okay, I'll move on to the next question now. I have all the requirements fulfilled except the semester-wise transcript. Will you please share why it's necessary? I don't see the name which is basically there on this, but it all depends on the course that you're opting for. If a particular requirement of an admission is there on the semester-wise transcript, I'm afraid you would have to provide that. But if at all you don't have it, you can reach out to our info@berlinsbi.com and talk to your student recruitment advisor. Share that the challenge. They can coordinate with the admissions team and they can look at it in the best way that they can service you. But this is a requirement from the admissions. The documentation and transcripts have to be met. Criteria has to be met, because at BSBI we are very particular about the quality of education and the quality of our students also. I hope I've answered your question. How can I improve my portfolio to get 100% admission to the university? Good question. It's a good question. First of all, improving your portfolio. I'll just have a sip of water, please. It's not about improving your portfolio. Every program, every course has a requirement of an admission. Like if you're doing bachelor courses, it's a different requirement. If you're doing a master course, there are different requirements. Their entries, their tests, whatever it is. So basically you have to just be truthful to yourself, ensure you put your best foot forward, and I'm sure getting to the university should not be a problem. There is no hard and fast defined set of rules where I can tell you that you do this, you get 100% admissions. No. Our success rate from an application to offer is phenomenal. Okay, so just be yourself, give your best shot, and I'm sure you should be able to get the admission to the university. What helped me being taken in university from Russia and Ukraine? Students, yes, it is true. We have quite a few good scholarship offers from students for Ukraine as well as Russia. Please process your application. Go ahead, submit your application, get in touch with your student recruitment advisor, and we have all the scholarship offers. So whatever you're hearing about our attractive scholarship offers, it's definitely true and extremely right. I can't quote a number whether it's 50% or whether it's 40%. It again depends on the courses that you're offering. It depends on your portfolio, which depends, so there's no hard and fast rule that everybody gets and anybody gets 50%. Majority of the students, we try to give the maximum scholarship to our students. So that's how it is. Okay, I guess I finished the presentation. I've picked up the questions. If there are any questions, let us know. Right. Yes, I have one more question. I have a few questions to be picked up. Just a minute. I just want to see. Okay, yeah, I picked up Ayushi's question. I need to pick up 3 more. Will BSBI provide assistance in finding accommodation? Yes, irrespective of your course, whether you've enrolled in a global MBA course, whether you have done a bachelor course, or whether you have done a doctorate course, yes, we have a full-fledged accommodation team which would go ahead and serve you your accommodation needs. And we have different varieties of accommodation, whether you want a full single bedroom apartment by yourself, or whether you want a shared accommodation, or it all depends on your budget. We have accommodation specialized team which would go ahead and ensure cater your needs. So if you're an enrolled student and if you need help with accommodation team, you can reach out to us and we would be more than happy to assist you. How long do I have to be in Athens before moving to Berlin? So what sets BSBI apart is, if supposing you're taking a 2-year course, so 1 year Athens and 1 year Berlin, it's as simple as that. So you can have a mixture of both, where Athens and Berlin together. And trust me, Athens, Paris, Berlin, wonderful cities to live in. If I start in Paris and want to move to Berlin but study a different program, can it be done? Yes. Why not? If supposing you have started a course in Paris, you finish your course in Paris, supposing you do bachelor's in Paris, I'm giving you an example, and if you want to go ahead and study master's in Berlin with BSBI, you can do that as well. So that should not be a problem at all. It all depends whether what course you want to opt for, how it is, and you go ahead and opt it. So there's no answer for a no there, because it all depends on the choices you make. We have students who do the same course, half in Paris and half in Berlin. Likewise, you have students who have completed the course in Paris and they pursue to Berlin for their masters. Great. I guess I have picked up all the questions. Yes. So it was great meeting you all. Thank you so much. I hope this webinar has helped you. Feel free to reach out to us if you need something. And, we are here to service you. And if you need something, feel free to get in touch with us. The best way is to go through our website, look at the program, and look at the application, process your application, do it. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of the day. Take care and be safe. Bye-bye.